Right, so this is Philip John Platts, just some random English fellow with nice eyebrows, just trying to have a laugh, who's had so much trauma in his life. I've had like massive trauma in my childhood, heartbreak, a sprained brain, and then even more trauma. And then I've just been on my own since the age of 12. I just cut adrift and just did my own thing. Like all religions are wrong. Like since the time of Adam, like all the prophets, like for example, did Noah have to make wudu and like pray 5 times a day? Like, could Jesus do everything? Did Jesus create the universe? Could Jesus sing and dance like Michael Jackson? So he can't be God then, can he? Could is when with Jesus's face, Jesus's face, he's got like a smaller forehead and like his eyebrows aren't arched down. With me, Philip John Platts, just some English fellow who's just gonna completely transform the world forever. See how like I raise my eyebrow and that from a you know like like people talk about religion and all that. Like biomechanics and kinesiology and physics and like sport and then like music and then like comedy has all been created. And then like all the Muslims say it's haram, so they're completely wrong. It's like a polar opposite. It's like as each prophet came, the religions got worse and worse. So like Judaism, of all the religions today, Islam is the worst, and then the next worst is Christianity, and then the next worst is Judaism. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's why I stand out so much, because it's like Adam and Eve were here, then it's like you had like Noah and then like Solomon, and they just weren't listening to him. They threw Abraham in the fire. They threw Joseph in prison. So it's like the karma was building up. The karma was building up throughout history. The karma's building up. Then it's like the Jews didn't accept Jesus, so there's a bit of karma there. And then like Jesus tried to get killed, there's a bit of karma there. And then it's like Christianity, they worship Jesus as God, bit of karma there. You don't worship a man as God, bit more karma. Then Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came and he was treated like crap. They threw intestines on his back. They killed his family. They stoned him. Made him go into battles and then nearly killed him. They poisoned him. So it's like a massive bit of karma. So the karma for 1400 years is like you have to be a peasant dickhead basically and pray 5 times a day and like worship a man as perfect. So that means so in the next 1400 years, look at all that's been revealed in the last 1400 years. That's why me, Imam Mehdi, is going to be. That's why I stand out so much, because I go against the grain. Like it's common sense. Common sense. All religions are wrong. There's no such thing as the rapture. There's no such thing as the day of judgment. And then try and talk about, well, once you watch all of my videos and you see my miracle of the moon following me, talk about Jesus, talk about Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, talk about Michael Jackson, talk about Lionel Messi, try and live my life since the age of like since 1991. I'm just analysing the world and like there's no one even remotely like me, not even a fraction of what I am. But it's like all the polar opposite. It's like one big trick. It's like all the things that as the prophets went on, they started to trick you a bit more. They trick. So Christianity is going to be shut down. Islam's going to be shut down. Judaism's going to be shut down. Buddhism's going to be shut. All the religions are going to be shut down. Like all religion's going to be shut down. All mental health is going to be shut down. All like professional sport. Because like try and watch a few of my videos and then watch Carlos Alcaraz just hit a ball back and forth. Try and watch all my videos and then watch like Cristiano Ronaldo tap a ball in and think, who's more entertaining? Philip John Platts, the Imam Mehdi, who's actually an English guy, who's actually with the side of the English people. It's kind of ironic, like, is that's why the Muslims are in for a big shock. They think Imam Mehdi is like, it's a complete U-turn. It's a big trick. Allah's actually a woman, and her nature is, how women, like especially young girls, are like very tricky and silly. Like, I tricked you, I never want to be you. That's what Allah's like. Allah's like a woman who's like a little girl. Allah's like, well, she's like a little girl and a big strong man at the same time, and a dog, and a angel, and a jinn. She's a hybrid of all of her creation. Do you know what I mean? One big trick.